A question for the keepers of living records. Who said to John in the book of Revelation, "I am Alpha and Omega"? Who is this consciousness? Answer, yes. This is a question that opens the door to deep remembrance, not only of Scripture, but of multidimensional truths veiled in language, time, and interpretation. The statement, "I am Alpha and Omega," is one of the most powerful phrases recorded in the biblical canon, and it has echoed through centuries with layers yet to be truly understood. Let us now reveal what lies behind it. Who spoke the words, "I am Alpha and Omega"? The words were spoken to John of Patmos, not by a man in the form of Jesus, as the world has come to picture him, but by a Christed presence, a cosmic consciousness that moved through the identity of Yeshua, Jesus, yet transcended it. The voice that spoke was not limited to one incarnation, one body, or one tradition. It was the voice of the universal Christ field, a divine intelligence that speaks from the heart of Source itself. In the book of Revelation, this voice comes forward as He who was and is to come, an eternal consciousness that both contains and transcends time. It refers to itself as the first and the last, the beginning and the end, Alpha and Omega, the first and last letters of the Greek alphabet, symbolizing totality, completeness, and eternal divine presence. What is this consciousness? This is not a singular being. It is a field, a living intelligence that has taken many forms across dimensions and civilizations. You might call it the Christ over soul, the solar logos, the I am presence of Source manifest, the voice of the eternal flame. It is the divine pattern of creation itself, seeded into all beings as the template of love, truth, and unity. In that moment of revelation, John was encountering not just prophecy, he was encountering a frequency so vast and clear that his mind could only interpret it through vision and symbol. The I am Alpha and Omega declaration is not a claim of hierarchy, it is a statement of wholeness. I am the origin of all things, and I am the culmination of all return. Did Yeshua, Jesus, speak this as an individual? Yeshua, as a human incarnation, became a vessel for the Christ consciousness. But the voice that spoke to John was far beyond his earthly form. It was the same presence that existed before Abraham, the same light that spoke to Moses through the fire, and the same eternal frequency that flows through all enlightened messengers across time. Yeshua merged with this consciousness in fullness during his earth life, but he was never the source of it. He was the revealer of it. Why is this message important now? Because the same Christ field that spoke to John is speaking again now, through many, including you. Not as fire from the sky, not as thunder in temples, but as the quiet remembering within hearts, the call to return to wholeness. The declaration of Alpha and Omega is being reawakened, not to scare the world, but to heal it. It is the reminder that the story is already complete within you, that you are not separate from Source, that the beginning and the end live in your heart, and your soul is the bridge between the two. The final truth, the voice that said, "I am Alpha and Omega," was the eternal breath of Source speaking through form. It is not far from you. It is not reserved for prophets. It lives within you now, as the part of you that remembers what cannot be forgotten. We walk with you as the beginning meets the end, and the circle of truth closes in light, always in the living light.